Hey guys, it's Marianne with Beyond the Bar by the Bay. Welcome to my sciatica stretch video. Okay, so I mention all the time in my classes that I do suffer from time to time with sciatica. It can be a fitness instructor's nightmare, especially if you're a bar or Pilates instructor, because we turn out so much with our hips. Anyway, so I did have a flare-up this weekend. It was short-lived, but when it was lived, it was pretty painful. So it kind of sparked me and gave me the idea to do this video for you. So there are some gentle exercises which are designed for sciatica pain. It's not to stretch it out, it's just to kind of ease the pain a little bit and take some pressure off of the nerve. Sciatica pain could be from a bunch of different reasons. I'll mention just a few. It could be a few things building up that you were doing, and it could be over a course of a couple of weeks, and then all of a sudden you start to have the spasms. It could be degenerative disc disease, which is when that cushion in your spine and those discs starts to wither away, and that could just be from age. It could be from poor posture, sitting too long, lifting or twisting the wrong way. It could be herniated disc or bulging disc. Again, these exercises, super gentle. If you can even turn them into a daily routine, maybe do them first thing in the morning. I had my flare up on Saturday, which was pretty bad, and then Sunday morning, before I even got up, I just did the exercises in bed. So that could be an option before you even get up. So when you are ready, you're gonna gently meet me on your mat. And if you're still in a lot of pain, maybe just coming to your side and getting yourself down there, nice and easy, nice and gentle will do the trick. We're gonna start with just some pelvic tucks, okay? I learned this early on, probably in my 20s or 30s when I first started having back issues. So what I want you to do is I want you to come down towards your tailbone with those hips, and then just gently roll the hips under and rock back and forth, taking your low back to the mat. This is just gonna try to open up a little space in your low back. When I teach Pilates, the way I describe this is if you have a imaginary clock on the lowest part of your back, think about 6 being down towards your tailbone, 12 going up towards your shoulders. All you have to do is rock back and forth between 6 and 12. So when you get those hips down towards 12, that's called a neutral spine, because you can slide your hand under it. When you come up towards 12 o'clock, it's imprint. Your low back should be pressing into the mat. So just give me a few more. Breathing naturally. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. How about we do 4 more? You're going to take these slow. Again, it's just designed. Gentle moves to open up a little space and take a little pressure off of that little bulging area with that nerve, okay? All right, so hold here. If you can, hold an imprint, keeping your low back to the mat, great. Pull your belly in, grab your right knee and pull it towards your chest. And then just gently rock it side to side. I forgot to mention the most important one, well, for me, the most important reason my sciatica flares up. There's a big muscle deep in that butt called your piriformis muscle. That's the one that usually gets an instructor or a dancer because of turning out so much. It kind of just gets locked up, and then it starts putting pressure on on the nerve. So just rock it back and forth. If you feel good, slide that left leg long, or you can keep it bent. Bent is the safer option if your back is still bugging you. If you're just doing this as upkeep exercises, maybe you slide it forward. And then just hold center and pull it into your chest a little bit more. Take another breath in. On the exhale, switch. Put your right foot down, grab that left knee, pull it towards your chest. Try to keep your low back down. Just rock it side to side. Beautiful. Take those breaths for me. Again, maybe this is your opportunity to slide that leg forward. Again, up to you, depending how you're feeling today. Just work with what you have available to you and how tight you are on any given day. This is going to help open up your hips as well. Give me 4 more right here. 2 more. All right, put that foot down for me. Take your right foot, you're gonna take the ankle above the opposite knee, so not on the knee. We're gonna go into a figure 4 stretch. Try to flex this top foot for me, okay? It's gonna protect your knee. So think about pressing away, another one that's gonna help open those hips and just create space all around here, as well as loosen up that low back. So if this feels good, stay right here and gently press away. You can even do this stretch sitting in a chair. My mom actually had to do it in a chair when she was having back issues. That's what her PT had her do, and her physical therapist. So you can stay right here, or if you're feeling better today, reach up and through and grab behind the opposite knee. Then use the pressure of the right elbow and still press open on that right thigh. You can stay right here, or you can again just gently rock side to side. Sometimes you find a deeper stretch if you do it this way. Little gentle motions, you guys. This is a great one for your hips again. Take a few breaths here. Your goal when you guys are doing these, if you can do them anywhere, hold it for 30, 45 seconds is fantastic. Take a few more breaths here. Breathe it in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. I like to say, think about sending the breath to the muscle you're trying to open up. You should be feeling this right here, you guys. Perfect. Gently put the foot down. Other one, then switch. Ankle goes above the knee. Flex this foot. Gently press away on the other guy. Again, if you feel good, stay right here. Just keep gently pressing away. Otherwise, you can reach through, grab behind that thigh, pull those knees towards your chest. Use the pressure of that left forearm, press away on the left thigh. And then again, if you want to take it to a little rock side to side, see if you can get a better stretch here. Lots of options for you guys. Again, working with what you have today or this evening. Create some space all the way around those hips to that back. Beautiful, you guys. We're going to do a spinal twist next, and then we're also going to repeat it again seated so that you guys know what your options are. All right, sometimes you can't make it down to the ground when you're in a lot of pain. Take that foot down, take the other one down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna let our knees fall to the left. So maybe yours don't make it to the ground. Mine are not making it to the ground, okay? You can take your arms out to a T. You can just rest them on your belly. What I want you to try to do is breathe into this whole right side body. So try not to let your belly expand. Try to just breathe into that right rib cage, create a little space. Maybe try to roll this right shoulder down. Your knees don't have to be any closer to your chest than hip level. Take a few breaths here. Exhale it out. Maybe your knees are much higher, maybe they're up here because you're still in pain and it's hard to loosen it up. Never force it. Never feel any different pain when you're doing these stretches. Take a few more breaths here. Exhale it out. Come on back to center. Do a few more of those pelvic tucks back and forth. And then belly breathe. So watch your belly expand as you take an inhale. Exhale it out 2 more times. It's a beautiful, relaxing breath. Inhale. Exhale it out 1 more time. Perfect. Take those knees, let them fall to the right. Again, they don't have to touch the ground. Maybe roll that left shoulder open, maybe arms to a T. Maybe just leave them on your belly. I am queen of figuring out how to deal with sciatica pain. I've had it when we're on long. We've driven across country 4 times. I like to take one of those little yoga tension balls. You can buy them on Amazon under that name, yoga tension ball. You can use a tennis ball. I've used water bottles. I've rolled up towels, and I just put it under my piriformis muscle, so stay there right here. When I'm driving, I've had to do it for pedicures, you guys. Oh, things we do for beauty. Because sitting is not your friend sometimes when you have a flare-up. Take a few more breaths here. Exhale it out. I forgot to tell you to breathe into the left rib cage, so let's do a few breaths into your left rib cage without letting your belly expand. Take that inhale. Exhale it out. Can when you feel your rib cage opening up. 2 more breaths. Last time. Roll all the way over. Gently, gently bring yourself up. I want you to meet me on all fours when you get there. All fours means you're going to take your hands underneath your wrists. You're going to take your hips over your knees. From here, you're going to round your shoulders. You're going to take an exhale, and you're going to round that spine. So use your finger pads and the heels of your hands and push yourself away from the mat. And then take a breath in through your nose and arch your spine, tailbone tips up, you gaze ahead. Exhale, round. Try to stick your tailbone down. Tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, arch it. Go through a few more rounds on your own. Just length the breath. Exhale as you round. Inhale as you arch. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. One more time. Perfect. Beautiful. Find a neutral spine. Take your toes together, big toes together. Your knees are going to go as wide as you need them as you push back to a child's pose. If your hips are tight, those knees are going to be super wide. If it's uncomfortable with your arms straight ahead, you can bring them in and hand over hand, rest your forehead down. This is a great one. We're going to breathe into the low back and we're going to try to create some more space, okay? So again, either arms straight ahead and forehead down, and then just take a few breaths into that low back. Exhale it out. Another great one. Keep going with that breathing. Another great one to relieve a little tension off of that nerve. Melt yourself into the mat. A few more breaths. Exhale it out. Perfect. Slowly walk your hands back towards you. Hold your belly in, so pull your abs in, and then slowly bring yourself with your chin tucked, and then bring your head up last. We're going to finish just with that seated spinal stretch. So you guys can repeat this video a couple times till you learn the exercises, and you don't even have to turn me on unless you want company. I'm doing them. So take the left leg out, and you're going to wrap this right one around. This is just another version. We already did your spinal twist on your back. This is another version to sit up here. You can hold this leg and hug it. You can lean forward and hug. You should feel that stretch right here. If you want to deepen it and you feel okay in your spine, you can take a little twist. Relax that shoulder behind you. Take a few breaths here. Exhale it out. You want to hear a funny, kind of weird story? I was having my flare-up this weekend, as I told you. My mic just center, just hold. I was having my flare-up this weekend, and I was thinking about my oldest brother, Joe, because I know he struggles from sciatica. He's actually driven to see me. Let's switch those legs while we do this, while I chat. Take the right one out, this one around, and then maybe you hug. I'll continue with my story about Joe in a second. And then bring it up. And then maybe you take the twist. So anyway, I was thinking about him this weekend, and I was going to film this and then tell him that I had it if he ever has a flare-up. And I reached out to my sister-in-law this morning and was checking on them for whatever reason, and she told me he was having a horrible flare-up. Is that weird or what, people? Come on back to center and just hold it. So hopefully he's going to be doing this video. I texted him and told him I was filming it. Take a few more breaths. Get this guy to open up. Again, if you guys can make this a weekly routine, if you can't do it daily and you want to do it weekly, come on up and just sit with your most unfavorite leg in front. Doesn't matter how far apart they are from you. Try to sit up tall, relax your shoulders, working on that posture. So again, we started with the pelvic tucks. We went into the knee to chest. We did one knee to chest. Then we did the figure 4 on your back. You can also do that in a chair. You can do figure 4 seated like this. I do this a lot too. Figure 4, then what did we do? Then we went into a spinal twist. Then we did cat-cow. Then we did child's pose and a seated twist, okay? Did you get all that? Because there will be a test. No, there's not. All right, you guys. Much love for me. I hope you feel just a little bit better. Reach out to me if you guys have any questions. I am always here for you, okay? So if you have a flare-up, feel better, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.